Great. So happy to see you all today. Grateful to be here with you on this Friday, day million of quarantine. Here we go. So what I'm recognizing a bit in myself and some other people, I'm working with a group of people trying to like rebuild their business right now. And I think with any creative projects, or there's this rush of like excitement and creativity in the spring that happens, as well as I think, we're all so conditioned to rushing, that sometimes this pause and allowing ourselves to pause within the pause can be really hard, right? Feel like we should be doing something. Or I know if you've got a bunch of kids at home, it could be hard to even find the pause at all. So however it may show up for you, I just want to notice and acknowledge the impulse that a lot of us are conditioned with to still do, produce, get things done, and keep that pace of life, which that kind of busyness can also keep us from the reflective turning in, seeing our stuff that happens. So however any of that is showing up for you, I want to invite you today into some slowing down. And that does not necessarily mean that class is going to be easier today. As a matter of fact, in my experience of practicing in a slow way, it can be even more challenging, a lot more challenging, more strengthening muscularly, really grounding and super great for your immune system and your nervous system. So we're going to start slow today. I'm going to offer some things you may be used to flowing through as rather a flow through. And you do what you need to if you drank a bunch of caffeine this morning or something and you need to pick it up. And actually, since I'm used to practicing at a certain time for so long, like we do get testosterone rushes in the morning, all of us, gender or sex inapplicable. So the body can still get that rush of like, gotta do, which is great. Let's use that. And let's also take that energy and rather than rushing with it, really harness it, really clearly focus and direct it. So right now, as we begin, I invite you to begin with that clear focus and direction on your breath. And deep, full breaths in your nose and breath out your mouth. Slow that breath down, lengthen it out, extend the exhale, and pause in emptiness. Slow that inhale down, begin to really direct the inhale to anywhere in the body-mind that needs attention, or to your heart and to your heart's intention. Thank you. I encourage you to give your breath a color, a light, as well as a heart quality or an energy. And as you breathe, just begin to laser focus that breath with color, light, and energetic quality that you would choose to direct both into yourself, to your heart, to any place that needs healing, And then out from yourself, clear line of energy into the world. My intention is, what I radiate out is, what my offering is, how I show up no matter what happens or doesn't is. I am. I am at ease, feeling joyful. I am steady, expansive love. I am open to the arising of pratibha, creative instinct, creative inspiration, animal instinct, the knowing that is beyond words, intuition. As we slow down and become more spacious, we open to the knowing, the natural arising of our wisdom self that's beyond the busy chatter of the mind. Just beneath it, awaiting your attention. A few more long, slow breaths imbued with your yes, your intention, that color, heart quality. Exhale and flow your fingers down to the earth. Bring the hands behind you and squeeze onto your support there, or interlace the hands and press them into the earth. And stretch your chin towards your chest. And inhale, breathe into the back of the neck and the top of your shoulders. As you bow into your heart, and again breathe and repeat your yes. I am. Follow your next inhale to lift your heart, face, chest. Bring the bottom teeth over the top teeth and stretch out the jaw and throat. Again, breathe in your nose. As you exhale, curl in, slow, steady, long exhale, round in. You can let the shoulders relax there. With your breath, couple more. Press in, open up to add to it. Bring the bottom teeth over the top teeth. Stretch out your jaw and throat. And as you exhale, pour the breath out. Imagine pouring out any tension, busyness, distraction, anything not serving you. One more time, let your breath lead. Release the arms out alongside of you, wide like teepee poles. Press down and lift up through your crown, the top of your teepee. Inhale, and as you exhale, soft jaw, soft tongue, heavy right ear. right ear to the right shoulder and root down through those left fingers. Big breaths in the nose and out the mouth. Any letting go breaths there, soft jaw. With the end of your next exhale, tip your chin towards that left shoulder. Keep pressing strongly through those left fingers. Last inhale. As you exhale, release the chin to the chest. Push down into the fingers and lift your heart. Inhale at center, and as you exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Press strongly through your right finger. Big breaths in the nose. Soft mouth. Last inhale or so. As you exhale again, slow, firm dip of your chin towards that right shoulder. Keep pressing down towards the right fingers. Next exhale or so, release the chin to the chest. Press into your fingers. Lift your heart. Take your time. Follow your next inhale, open arms wide and gather up. Top of the breath in there as you exhale, center and focus, hands to the heart. Push into the hands. Feel how that helps you work the shoulders on the back. Little isometrics there. Use that working of the shoulders on the back to lift your heart brighter. And again, breathe and repeat your heart's yes with that ujjayi breath and a laser light focus on the bhav or the energy that you would choose to direct in and out with your breath. Exhale and pour your breath out. Inhale your heart's yes. If you will, join me. One om, one ring, one on each breath. The being and the becoming, the seed sounds of those ong and ring. Let the arms, the hands float down. Shake yourself out as needed. And we're gonna lie on the back to begin with. We're gonna move into a bit of bridging and work for the neck, shoulders. And then leg extensions, work for the hips, legs, hamstrings, low back. So you may want to block, you may want to strap. Of course, these things can be done without it, but I invite you to that. So when you're ready, just have your block and strap near you. And come to lie on your back. As awkwardly as possible, get in place here. And hug your knees in. And then first just rock into your back body. The unseen, but you know it's there supporting you. Your spine, your beloveds far and near. The divine, the great mystery, source, creator, life itself. You are held, supported, breathed. Let's bring the feet to the earth here as wide as the knees, knees as wide as your hip points, those bones on the front of your hips. And bring the elbows right in close to your sides and the hands pointing towards the sky, palms facing each other. Very active hands. Spread the fingers out and press into the elbows. Use that press to squeeze your shoulders on the back. Feel the chest puff up and then pull the low ribs down a little bit. And try to keep those lower ribs closer, if not connected to the earth here at first, so that you're not getting the opening here from the most stretchy part, the mid-back there, lower middle back, but rather from the fronts of the shoulders where most of us are a little tighter in the chest. So as you're ready, hips stay on the ground at first. Those low ribs pull down as much as possible. Inhale, press into the elbows, press into the center back of the head, and squeeze your shoulders on the back, puff up the chest. There's some core happening here. Navel's pulling down in order not to let the low ribs pop up too much. There's a lot of efforting, but very little movement. Inhale and press in, squeeze the shoulders, puff up your chest. Next exhale, release it all back down to earth. We're going to do 4 of those just with the breath this time. Inhale and engage the navel. Press into elbows and center back of the head. Squeeze the shoulders on the back and puff up the chest. Big inhale and pause at the top. Exhale. Let it out and pause at the bottom. 3 more with your breath. Again, long, full breaths in the nose, slow and steady. And out the mouth, last 2. All the way up into bridge, so you may want to bring the block between your thighs, squeeze onto your block, and bridge on up. Once you come up, any variation of the arms that feel good for you, and please do not turn your head to the side. Interlace your fingers, squeeze the palms together, rock side to side, squeeze your shoulders on the back, lift your chin, press into your heels, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, lift your chest, lift your chin away from the chest. And big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Couple more breaths here, long, slow breaths. Exhale, release the hands and ripple down. Move your block over to the side. Hug your knees into your chest. Curl your head into your knees. Inhale and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. There's your round in. Exhale, extend the left leg out, hovering over the mat. Hold that right knee in. Inhale as you exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Couple more each side. Come on back down to the earth. Feet can be together or wide, it's up to you. Let's leave the arms alongside of you for this. So I just want to do gentle twisting. And both knees to one side, head to the other side. Keep the shoulders down. Come as far as you can onto the ears. Keep the knees together as much as you can. Inhale your stretch. Exhale through center. Inhale, turn the head to the other side. Reach through the knees, reach through the hands. Breathe that twist of your neck, twist of your spine, the whole thing. Another breath to each side or whatever you need to even out. Come on back to center, hug that right knee in again, and extend the left leg along on the floor. If that's a lot for your groin, hip, back, for whatever reason, keep the left knee bent. As you're ready to, maybe you're grabbing a strap or some facsimile thereof. Ooh, and maybe, hopefully it doesn't have knots in it. And find the middle. And you can do this just holding on to your leg, or wrap your strap or scarf or whatever you got around your foot. And spread, just hook under the edge of the ball of the foot there and wrap both hands at first and pull your shoulders down into the earth onto the back. Spread your toes out wide and push your toes in, or your foot into your strap as you pull back on your strap. Couple little pulses like that. Pull, press, pull, press, pull, press. Keep that in between where there's a bit of pull and a bit of press. Slide that right hip down away from the ribs. Really let the weight of that leg land into your back body. Again, that targeted breath, that laser light breath, send it to your heart or to wherever sensation is arising in your body. And then out through your body, mind, into your life, into the world. Couple more breaths. Did I say that already? I might have. Stay there as you like. When you're ready, take both sides of your strap to your right hand and wrap the strap around the back of your right knee. And then pull it from the inside of that right knee and give it a little pull so that your leg externally rotates. Toes point out to the side and femur rotates in the hip socket. You could use that, if you see my strap, I like to use my elbow here as well to kind of ease that leg open to the side. Toes pointing towards the earth. Reach out through both heels. Stretch through both heels. Big breaths in the nose. Breath out the mouth. Last big inhale here. As you exhale, pick the leg up with the strength of your arms and unwind the strap. Take hold of the strap with your left hand and bring your right thumb into your right hip crease. Press that hip crease down, shifting again hip away from ribs. Keep the sacrum on the floor. That big bone at the base of your spine is pressed directly into the earth. Keep it there and then slow and steady, pressing into sacrum, hip shifting down. Slowly move that leg towards cross body. We're not going to the full thing yet. Stay in that halfway where you get the outer hamstrings and the outside of the leg a bit more than usual. And breathing into that with your laser breath. Stay with that, or as inspired, take the leg all the way across the body. You could use the strap or not if you'd rather hold on to the foot or leg. And then again, shift that top hip down, lift and turn the head onto your right ear, right palm up, and breathe your twist. Deep full breaths here. Last big inhale. Take your time as you come back. You could remove the strap, bend both knees, and right ankle over left thigh. Pull that left thigh back, interlacing the hands behind the left thigh. Ease your right thigh away. Soft jaw. You could stay here in the hip opening, or 10 to 15 breaths in core. Interlace the hands behind the head. Keep that top ankle and knee as squared as you can. Really draw the toes back strongly. We want that top ankle to be really straight and strong. Elbows wide, shoulders on the back. Inhale as you exhale, pull that bottom knee back, navel back, sacrum up, shoulders up with your breath at your own pace. Take your time, unwind, hug your knees in, and step the right foot to the floor, strap your left foot up. As inspired, you can extend that right leg out on the earth. And foot strapped up with the strap just beneath the ball of the foot there. Wrap both hands and pull on your strap. Shoulder blades on the back. Root the shoulders to the earth as much as you can. And then again, play with that little pull on the ball of the foot as you push back with the ball of the foot into the strap. A couple pulses of flexing and straightening that ankle there. Feeling those hamstrings awaken. Feeling that muscular energy. So we're not letting go entirely of muscular energy so that we're stretching with support and we don't overstretch this way. When you're ready, just finding that middle where there's muscular energy and stretch. Toes are spread, strap is pulling, ball of the foot is pushing, shoulders on the back, weight of that leg into the back body, and shift your left hip down away from your ribs. Big breaths in the nose and out your mouth. Back body, feel your back body, your steadiness, your ease, your strength, the work that you're doing, just laying here. Please stay as long as you like or take both sides of the strap to your left hand. Bring them around the outside of your left knee and then behind the left knee. Give that strap a pull so the toes turn out to the left, femur externally rotates in the hip socket, and then open that leg out to the side again as much as you can, toes pointing towards the earth. Reach out through both heels, strong, active, soft jaw. Keep that right thigh rooted as much as you can. Pick up that leg with the strength of your arm, unwind your strap. Hold the strap with your right hand as you bring your left thumb to your left hip crease. Push the head of that femur down, shift your hip down, and again really push into your sacrum. Imprint your sacrum onto the earth, and very slowly, with sacrum staying imprinted, take that leg cross body. Active toes, active foot, muscular energy in the leg, even as we go for this big stretch. Letting go breaths. Stay as you like or as inspired. Take that leg all the way across. Hold your strap or your foot. Shift that hip down away from the ribs and flow that left arm open. Lift and turn the head onto the left ear. Palm up, shoulder blade down on that hand, arm. And breathe that twist in your neck. Root into the more grounded shoulder and press from there, cross body into the other shoulder. A couple more long, focused breaths. Last inhale or so, please stay as you like. Follow any breath to come back to center, both knees bent, ankle over knee, lost a little bit on our backs here, and pick up that bottom thigh, interlace the hands. Pull back as you press away, flex the top foot, straight strong ankle, top ankle and knee are as squared as you can. Soft jaw, breathe your hips. Stay simply and as you would like in the stretch of the hips, or again 10 to 15 Strong and more rapid exhales with the core work. Interlace the hands, elbows open, shoulders on the back. Hold the weight of your head, no pulling the head. Inhale there as you exhale, navel back, sacrum curls up, shoulders curl up. Squeeze all your breath out. Unwind your legs as you're ready. You could begin a little rock and roll on your back, maybe forward and back on your spine. I want to invite you to pop up to stand in the next few breaths. If you know that's not for you, make your way through any way you'd like to. Up to stand. Take your time as you come to stand, shake it out as needed. Feel into your feet, nice and strong on the earth. Root down into your feet, exhale, arms down. Inhale, flow the arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Press into your palms again, work the shoulders on the back, lift your heart. And let's open those prayer hands and reach back. Grab the sides of your neck. Give a little squeeze, squeeze there. Grab the tops of your shoulders, a little squeeze, squeeze there. And then pull down, like you're squeegeeing out your shoulders. Pull down. And then bring the hands along the sides of the body, down the legs, curling in. Exhale all the breath out. At the bottom, give a little shake out of your hands. Shimmy your shoulders out. You could roll a little, rock a little side to side, and that'll get the shoulders rolling around. Bend the knees as much as you need. Interlace the hands behind the head. Hold on to the base of your skull. Thumbs trailing up or down the neck, depending your perspective. And use the weight of the arms hugging the head and the weight of the head to traction the spine out here. Feet are strongly hugging the earth. Muscles are hugging the bones. Breathe your back body. Knees bent as much as you need. Legs straight as much as you're breathfully able to without forcing. Keep that muscular energy. Arches lifting. Kneecaps lifting. Quadriceps lifting. Lift your navel like you're gonna heave yourself forward. Long spine over the legs. Heavy arms, heavy head. Hug the feet to the earth. Breathe your back body. And this may feel impossibly slow, and so it is. 5 breaths. 1 vertebra at a time. Stacking up. So slowly. Muscles hugging bones. Head heavy. Arms heavy. 3 more breaths. You might pause on the exhale at the inhale, roll you up. Take your time at the top, open the elbows wide, pick your head up out of the neck, squeeze shoulder blades on the back, elbows wide, inhale. Pick the head up out of the shoulders, lengthen through the neck, big breath. Exhale, hug the elbows into the head, curl in, chin to chest. Draw the head forward with the weight of the arms. Weight of the head begins to traction the spine again, downwards. Heavy arms, heavy head, muscular action, feet hugging earth, muscles hugging bones, lift, arches, knees, quads, navel, roll it on over the legs. Hands to the floor, shake it out as needed. You may want a block or 2 here for your hands, and step the left foot back, Sierra right leg lunge. Pull with your fingertips, shoulders down the back. Inhale your heart forward. Exhale, straighten the front legs. Inhale forward into your lunge. If you'd like, you could bend that back knee and look forward. Exhale and straighten both legs, drawing those front toes back. Bow in with your breath. 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. And stay stretched back this time. If the earth feels far away, please bring the hands up to support you. And spread your toes wide. And let's swing the hips, really pivot on that heel. And swing your hips way, way out to one side. And way, way out to the other side. Get as much juicy space in those hamstrings as you can. Adductors, abductors, all of them. Toes are spread. Heel is like it's trying to pull back the whole time. And then bend deep into that front knee. Bring the back knee down to the earth. Push into that front thigh. Open up, face, chest to the sky. Stay there or bring hands to your hips. Push the hips down. Wherever you're at, lift and lengthen up out of the waist. Work the shoulders on the back and your heart to the sky. Big breath in, and as you exhale, smile your hips towards the earth. Any variations here? Last few breaths, taking it to whatever edge of back bend is right for you. Maybe clasping the hands behind you or arms up. Last 2 breaths. Big inhale as you exhale, bow in, flow the arms down to the floor. Turn your back toes under, stretch that heel back, big breath. Straighten the front leg and walk inside it. Pivot the legs, wide-legged stance, pause in the forward fold. And then walk on through, other side. Low lunge, hands to earth or blocks. Squeeze your shoulders on the back, inhale and look forward. Exhale as you stretch those toes back, bowing in. With your breath, pulse, lunge, open heart, extension, bowing in. Again, if you did on the other side, melt that back knee down, getting more opening in the iliopsoas. There, your hip flexors. And then next time you stretch back, stay there, hands on blocks or earth, spread those toes out, drag that heel back without moving it, and swing your hips out to one side. And then the other, slow and steady. Try to stay with those long, slow breaths, lots of muscular action. Come on forward, next inhale, back knee down. Hands to the front thigh, push in, lift your heart, lift your chest, lengthen your spine, sink deep into the front knee. Breathing your hips down to the earth. Stay there, or any variations with your arms. Keep squeezing to center, lots of muscular energy. And breathe that hug in and that lift and shine out from that hug in. Long, slow breaths. Last breath or so here. Follow any exhale, come on back down. Hands to the floor, lift the back knee, straighten that front leg, walk inside of it. Inhale, lengthen spine, exhale, pause in center, draw your head towards the earth. And walk on back towards your right foot, towards the front of your mat. Inhale and lengthen out there. Exhale and pull the back foot up into the core. Warrior 3. Squeeze to core, level your hips out, push back through the back heel, and as much as you can, level out. Heel, hips, ribs, shoulders, ears, arms, in any way that's right for you. One more breath cycle. Lost inhale as you exhale, step way back, high lunge. Pause with hands to hips as needed. Stretch out through that back heel. Lift up out of the waist, again, any edge of back bend, breathe. Sink deep into that front knee. Lift the heart, engage your core. Inhale here, and as you exhale, back heel down, open up, warrior two. Sink deep into that front knee as much as you can, thigh parallel with the earth. Rotate the palms up so the shoulders roll down and look out over the front hand. Long, slow, steady breaths of your I am. Next inhale, dancing warrior. Slow and steady, follow that inhale back, and 5 breaths. Big inhale, push into that front foot and straighten the front leg. Reach up and out of it. Big, long side, front body line breath. Last big inhale here as you exhale, pull up from the core. And inhale, reach as far forward as you can, deepening that front groin. Konasana, triangle pose. Lay back from the top shoulder, lift your heart, shoulders on the back. Stay there, or any variations, arm vinyasa. There's a nice neck and shoulder stretch there as you reach back behind you and roll face and shoulder as inspired. Find your sweet spot. That's for the neck and shoulder crowd. And if you're part of the core crowd here, both arms forward. Parallel with the earth. Lift from your navel, strong core, and spiral towards your front leg. Lift the back heel up and step in a bit so the feet are just about 3 feet apart or so. Here again, you may want your blocks. Push into that front big toe and pull that hip back. Square the hips up, squeeze your inner thighs. Make like you've got a block between the thighs and try to spin that block back behind you. Lift your tailbone, bend the knees if you need to, lengthen your spine out. Inhale, and as you exhale, fold. You could stay here melted in this forward fold, or you could hold your blocks or swoop the arms around behind your back, hold your elbows, or reverse namaste, prayer behind the back. Prayer for the past, prayer for the unseen, but we know it's there. Thank you. Unwind the arms if they're bound and press into earth or blocks. Again, pull that right hip back. I'm going to switch my orientation again here. So we're going to bring your right thumb to your right hip crease. Push the head of that femur back and lengthen the spine. That could be an edge, stay right there, or bring that left hand outside of your left foot, back by your heel, so that you're really framing that shin and forearm. Push them into each other. Use that push to lift your heart. Again, push the hip back, squeeze your inner thighs, stay right there, or cherry on top, that right arm to the sky. It's a challenging pose. Be kind to yourself, modify as needed. Long, slow breaths, 4 more. Next exhale, float both arms down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, pull that back foot up into the core and bow into your standing leg, standing split. If you'd like, you could fly through a vinyasa. You could rest in a forward fold. It's up to you. About 4 or 5 breaths, and we'll meet for second side. Moving slowly, allowing yourself to be slow, steady, strong, efficient. Press into the earth roll or fly up. Take your time, inhale, open wide and gather up. Exhale and center and focus, hands to the heart. Push into the heart, lift. Push into the hands, lift your heart to your hands. Breathe and repeat your heart's yes. Soft jaw and tongue. Breathing your yes. Imagine shining that out into the world. Pour the weight into your left foot. Second side, here we go. Pick that right leg up, hug strong to your core, and press on back, warrior 3. I apologize if I forgot how we got there before. Moving into warrior 3. Again, looking for that alignment of the hips, side to side, of ears, shoulders, ribs, hips. Push back through that back heel and out through the crown of the head. Last big inhale here. As you exhale, step way back, high lunge. You could always bring hands to hips first. Square it up, squeeze to center, lengthen out. As inspired, arms to sky, front knee deep, right over the ankle, thigh paralleling towards the earth. And squeeze to center and shine out through that back heel up, through your heart. Last big inhale here. As you exhale, back heel down and open out, warrior 2. Again, sink deep into that front leg. Rotate the palms up so the shoulders will roll down. Lift your heart and look out over that front hand. Breathe and repeat your yes, that laser light focus. Last inhale. As you exhale, transition, dancing warrior. Back arm down the back leg, push in. Bend that front knee deep and wide. Lift up out of the bottom tip of that front rib. Pull the breath into there. Last big inhale here. Push into that front big toe and straighten the leg as much as you can. Big inhale there. As you exhale, lift from the core and inhale deep in the front groin. Reach as far forward as you can, and then fingers down to your shin. Block or earth, lay back from the top shoulder. Stay here, classical Konasana, or reach that top arm back and roll through the head, through the arm, soft jaw. Again, stay with that, or hug strong into the core and reach both arms forward, parallel with the earth. So any variations, another 3 or 4 breaths. Lift from your navel, square towards the front leg, hands down as needed, back heel up, and step in. Square your hips up, push into the ball of that front foot, pull the hip back. Squeeze inner thighs, lift the tailbone length and spine forward, bend the knees if you need, get the spine as long as you can, and then straighten the legs as much as you're able without locking the knees out. Keep them a little bounce, and let the spine round as much as you need. Bow in. Relax your neck. Stay there again, or if you did on the other side, hold the elbows behind you, or prayer behind the heart. Again, stay there as long as you like, or flow the arms down. Switch perception again, or perspective anyways, and bring your left thumb to your hip crease. Push the head of that femur back, lift and lengthen your spine. Stay right there as you move into rotated triangle, or go deeper, bring that right hand outside your left heel. Push the forearm and shin into one another and lift your heart, lengthen out. Squeeze the inner thighs, breathe, open. That maybe open that left hand, face chest to the sky. Deep full breaths. Last inhale as you exhale, flow it down. Frame that front leg, inhale, bend into the front knee. Exhale, pull the back foot up into the core and point those toes to the sky as you walk in towards your standing leg. You could hold that standing leg with one or both arms. Bow in, try to release the neck to look up towards those toes. Imagine any tension or anything undue just dripping out of your head, neck, shoulders. Letting go. Please stay as you like. Come into resting in a forward fold or walk the hands forward. Inhale, you can hop through handstand as you like or move through vinyasa. We are going to come to the wall next. Rest in down dog or forward fold. Maybe walk into forward fold. Hold your elbows or your head. Pause in a forward fold. Strong legs, muscles on the bones. Spine long, head drooping down out of the spine. Body breathful. Big inhale, hug feet to earth, muscles to bones, and exhale, heavy head, soft neck, slowly roll all the way up. Press into the earth, take your time at the top, open wide and gather up. Exhale, center, and focus, hands to the heart. Push into the hands, lift your heart up. Well, now that your legs are all nice and warm, I want to invite you, if you've got a wall, to come to a wall for standing split. If you don't have a wall there, where you are, then you could play with standing split as you like, just standing without the wall. Otherwise, the wall can be really helpful to find more space, and I'm going to offer you a couple playful things off the wall as well, or on the wall. So, yeah, let's see. Does anybody not have a wall so I can stop giving options? Yeah, okay, it looks like everybody's got a wall. Just want to make sure. Yeah, then I don't have to give all the no wall options. Okay, great. Let me know if I missed it, but I think everybody has a wall. It looks like it. As you're ready, we're gonna take downward dog at the wall. Heels against the wall. Hands strong, spread your fingers wide, claw the earth, pull back from your navel, strong core, relax your neck. Claw the earth with your fingertips and scoop the elbows towards one another as you wrap the shoulders away. Relax the neck. The shoulders are strong and wide, hands are strong. We really want to keep that strong carriage. As you're ready, let's bring the right foot up the wall, or either foot, toes under on that up wall foot, and square your hips up. That may be an edge for you, stay right there. If you've got more space, you could turn your toes up the wall, so your toe nails are on the wall, and walk your hands back towards your feet, or towards your standing foot anyways. Please stay as you like. When you want to come back out, you could come out, you could walk back out, or if you've got enough space and coordination here, you could turn those top toes under again. Push into the top toes. This will be an experiment for me with the door open, and open that bottom leg out to the side and swoop it up onto the wall and switch. Top leg swoops around and comes down. So you need length for space for a 360 there, or just walk out, come into down dog, turn the right foot up the wall, toes under at first, square your hips up, stay there or release the toes and walk back towards your standing foot. Relax your neck. So we call that around the world. When you're swooping one leg out, 180 on one side, other leg comes back in, 180 on the other side for a big old 360 there. So you could play with that 360 if you like. Again, there's some nice core work in there. There's, of course, switching sides and playing with the leg extensions. As needed, walk on out and take a pause to rest in any forward fold or sitting with heels, hips on heels. Any pause or continue to play and just feel into all that big energy that you're moving around. All right, you could play with that again, or I'm going to give you a core on the wall thing to do. If you're done with the wall and you want to just lay in your back and do some core, that's fine. This will be better for the neck, and it's just kind of a new or less visited little challenge. So if you're doing this one, we're going to come up into your L handstand. So you want to be one of your leg lengths away from the wall. So that's really your proper down dog length. And when you bring one foot up to hip height, then when you push in, your hips are right in line with your heels and your hands are directly under your shoulders. If you've got a friend there, maybe ask them if you're in alignment or just feel it. We really want to be stacking up. You could stay right here and play. There's a lot of core work there. Pull up and back, or bend one knee and tuck that knee in towards your nose and circle here. I would take a rest between sides. If you don't need to, don't. Otherwise, pause as you like and breathe. Yeah, looks great, y'all. Yeah. Good, and again, slower is gonna be harder. Steadier. Lots of benefit. Okay, stay with that as you like. When you're ready, rest. When you're ready, after resting, come on back, down dog, your leg length away from the wall. Legs up the wall at hip height. Pause here, hands under shoulders. As you're ready, maybe tuck that other knee in and draw some circles. Those are so hard and so good. Nice job, y'all. Rest with your head below the heart. Once you're done, we'll rest in child's pose. Press your hips back and let's roll the palms open. Bring the palms together and bend into your elbows. Walk the elbows forward, bringing the prayer hands behind your head. Reach through your triceps and reach your heart towards the earth. Melt your heart down. Big breaths. In the nose and out the mouth. Slowly unwind and drape up. Okay, I want to give you some options to use all that space we made to move into full Hanumanasana or splits. So here's a couple options you may want to watch. If you know how you want to play towards that, go ahead. If you know it's not for you, do a different thing. So maybe you have blocks here and just play towards walking the feet out. Hands on blocks, spine long, back knee can stay down, sliding out. And it could help here to push as well that front foot into the wall or into a block. Push in, square your hips up, lift your heart up. Keep that muscular energy. So we want lots of muscular energy, muscles hugging bones. You can play with it like that, both sides. Or I'll show you a different option. So other option, the way I found my first split, actually, when I was 30, that's a long time ago now, was like so. As we began with that top leg coming all the way over, but you walk up inside of the top leg and begin to just square up as you push through. So you're kind of coming at it from more of an angle and from the side and with less weight. So that may be right for you. Then ultimately we do want to try to square the hips up and lift up. So just play with it. I'll give you a couple minutes on each side. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, another few minutes here to play towards whatever edge of Hanumanasana is right for you. Keep that muscular energy wherever you're at. Feet are active. Muscles are hugging the bones. Squeeze those inner thighs together and lift up from the strength of your legs to shine out through your heart. Breathe that lift of your heart. Squeezing to center, big full breaths, shining out. And if that's intense, it's likely intense. Soft jaw, soft tongue. Slow down the breath and lean into it. There's no goal here, no objective, except the investigation. The investigation, the slowing down to see what's there. Another minute and a half or so. how different it can be on each side. And maybe what you thought was your bad side or more difficult side, wait a minute, it's the easy one today. How'd that happen? It happens. How's your jaw? This pose is named after Hanuman. Hanuman, that great monkey, taking these courageous leaps in service, led by their bright golden heart. Hanuman actually means jaw. Hanu is jaw. So if you think about that big mango eating smile of Hanuman, welcome that softness into your mouth to give the hips permission to let go there. Breathe. Listen to your body. Last 4 or 5 breaths. Take your time. Once you're done, you can kind of just go slacker and lean on over into one hip or shake your legs out. Reset. We'll just bring the legs out in front of us. Give the legs a little windshield wiper there. Letting go of any tension. A little bounce. Shake your hands out. Just get really loose and fluid with everything. And let's stack our legs up. We'll get back into the outer side of the hips, neck and shoulders a bit. So go Mukasana legs. Swoop that right leg around. Stack your knees. If you need to, please sit up on a block or blanket. We really want to get the bowl of the pelvis to pour forward here. So you might push into your feet, wiggle your hips back, and reach forward. Really get that bowl of the pelvis forward, and then reroute your sit bones. Pull into your feet, lift lower back, lift your heart. Stay there or pull into the knees, lift your chest. Big breaths in the nose, grounding into your hips. Stay with that, or add the shoulders. You could go Mukasana arms. That would be one arm bent, arms clasped behind you, or could be a little more stretch for the back of neck and shoulders. Feel what's right for you. We're going to go about 8 breaths. So if you want to do both of these breaths, both of these arm variations, you could spiral eagle arms. Give yourself a big hug. You could do each of these arm variations for about 4 breaths. And then reach forward. Rest the elbows on the knees, head in the hands. Or hook the elbows forward of the knees, head in the arms. Wherever you're at, big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Relax your neck. Switch the arms if you wanted to do both variations. That's top arm bent. You could hold the elbow, press back, or hold the hands, or shirt, or strap. Last couple breaths. Take your time. Once you're complete, unwind. Give your neck, shoulders, mouth, a nice roll around there. And then support your hips with the hands behind you a little bit. Lift your heart up and unwind the legs. Lift your legs up. Maybe stay right here, a pause, holding legs, earth, or any variation of boat. Long, slow breaths for 5. your time. When you're done, spiral the legs, stacking opposite knee on top. Again, you might push into the feet and wiggle your hips back. Pull your pelvis forward. Pull onto your feet or knees. Draw that low back curve in. There should be no sharp pain in the knees. Please support your legs or lift the hips higher to relieve any discomfort there. Soft jaw, stay here. Or I'm going to do both arm variations. Join me as you like. Same arm as your top leg on top, so left arm on top. Big hug. Pull the elbows down. Stay with that. Or spiral the arms, eagle arms, elbows up, shoulders down, hands away from the face. Stay there or lift from lower back through the elbows. Rest the elbows on the knees, head in the hands. Or hook the elbows forward of the knees, head in the arms. Big breaths in the nose. Out the mouth. You're kind of laying on that top shoulder. And it's the music has been making me rock a bit, which is bringing even more warmth in the hips. Thank you, Eenor. Please stay there longer, or if you did on the other side, come on up. That top arm elbow is bent. Press the head back into that left forearm, or whichever it is for you. Stay there, lifting tall. Head presses into forearm, or swoop the other arm around. Hold your shirt, strap, or fingers. Squeeze, shoulders on the back. Breathful here. Or bowing in. Last 3 or 4 breaths. Stay as you like. Again, when you're done, unwind the arms, lifting the body up. Roll out, neck, shoulders, mouth. Wow, wow, wow. Unwind the legs. Give your legs a little rock out. And then yogi's choice. Take pause here, maybe in Dandasana. And just listen in. Strong, steady seat, rooted into the earth, lifted through your heart, lots of muscular action, lots of bright opening. Ask the body how it would like to pause next, in a meditative seat or in Shavasana, maybe legs up the wall. Ask and listen to receive your answer. I see lots of you have received your answer. Wonderful. Thank you for listening to your body today. And find that final resting shape. Once you do, inhale and squeeze, squeeze muscles to bones. And exhale, let it all go. As usual, if there's any fidgetiness or busyness there, inhale, squeeze, squeeze, hug in muscles to bones. And exhale, melt, 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 melt. Sense into the connection between the base of your skull and your sacrum, and breathe between the two. Inhale into your sacrum, filling and lifting up into the base of your skull. Exhaling breath, awareness, back down into the sacrum. Long, slow breaths to the back body. keep the awareness on the breath if you need to in order to stay steady and focus here. Otherwise, slowly let any efforting of breath or muscular action just melt away. Feel how you are held, supported, breathed. Notice the energy of your practice, your body vibrating with your aliveness, your yes to life. Yourself to rest completely in vast, spacious awareness, held, supported, breathed. Steady, expansive love. Magic is happening even when I am not trying to make it happen. I am worthy even if I am not doing anything. It is important to take a pause to remember my innate, unconditional, loving awareness, to allow myself to digest the energy of all my experiences. Please stay resting as long as is right for you. I highly encourage an extended Shavasana, an extended meditation, or both. Be where you are now and block me out, or slowly tuck you back. It's 11:59. Notice the sensation of breath at the tip of your nostrils. Notice your breath and the sound of the music, maybe birds floating in with the breath through your body-mind. Imagine the sweetness of the sounds of music and nature around you washing your heart, washing your mind, washing away any old stories, expired constructs, limiting beliefs, whatever you may be done with. It's time to let go, to make room for new life. Invite your breath to deepen and lengthen. Welcome that new life in. Welcome your yes to life in. Breathe and repeat your mantra, your heart's yes. Make that breath so deep and full, so bright with your yes that you're naturally inspired to begin to wiggle and spiral and sparkle out into the world. Stretching through your body, reaching out, bright with your yes to life. If you're laying down, follow any inhale to stretch long, or even if you're in a meditative seat, stay as you are, or inhale, stretch out. If you're on the ground, step your feet to the earth and roll to your right. Take pause on your side and hug yourself in. Bow into your heart. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank yourself for showing up today, for all layers of being, for courage with kindness. Breathe your heart's yes, and slowly, if you're laying down, drape back up to sit or stay, if that's your choice. Take pause as you wish in a meditative seat, and bow into yourself, honoring yourself for showing up with steadiness, for having the courage to slow down, to turn in, to be with what is, to let go of what's done, to open to the great mystery, to welcome the new. Thank you. Thank you to all of our teachers and partners and guides and friends who walk the path of self-awareness, of care for our connections to earth, to one another, to spirit. Namaste. Om Hrim. The being and the becoming. And so it is. Thank you all so much for practicing. Thank you for practicing with me and Eenor. Thank you for the music, Eenor. Thank you all out there in streaming land. Blessings, blessed be. I'll be here for a couple minutes.